Hello, my name is Chagami, and this is my presentation of learning. So MPX, not many people talk about it, and not many people know about it yet, because it's just starting out. However, this acronym means Mid-Pacific Explorations. Now that may be the actual meaning to it, but it has a lot deeper meaning to me. An average educated person may not make it that far in this world. They'll probably end up at a dead-end job, and they won't get paid that much. They'll barely be living. But from MPX, I learned so many life lessons that'll help me out in life, like teamwork and working hard and being self-motivated. Okay, so the young me. 8th grade was ending, and I wanted to find a different way to learn, and a different way because I didn't like it. So I really liked games. I played games on the weekend, probably 10 to 8 hours a day. I didn't study at all after school because I was on my iPhone doing other stuff. I didn't like school because I didn't feel like I was learning anything. The teachers, some were good, and I liked those classes, and it was really fun in those classes, but I had a hard time in some of my other classes because I didn't like the teachers. And that made me want to skip school because I hated those teachers so much. I just wanted to leave. So in the end, I tried to find a new program after 8th grade, one that would help me learn and one that seemed fun. Okay, so at the beginning of the MPX, I didn't like it. It was boring to me. I felt like I wasn't learning, and I really wanted to quit the program in the 2-week time I had. I'm glad I didn't though, because I learned a lot. So on the first day of school, I was uneducated, and I did what any middle schooler with the iPad would have wanted to do, which was play games. So I spent probably the first 10 classes playing Clash of Clans and Heyday. So it was really hard for me to learn in the beginning because I didn't even want to learn. It was me just exploring my freedom, which I didn't have in any of my other classes. Now at MPX, I enjoy hands-on learning. I like to make things myself, talk to my group members, talk to other people, talk to anyone I can, and learn everything I can. I found out ways to express myself. Mostly, I like to talk to people about how I can improve. In MPX, we don't have worksheets, and that's controversial because all pre-IB classes have worksheets, but we still learn.
Sure.
So my first project that had a exponential effect on me was the worm bin. Now, this was important because, as you can see, in the top left corner, that thing looks super bad. I mean, like, we probably made that really fast because we never had teamwork. We didn't like working. This was in the beginning, and we had a really bad team because one of our group members didn't like working and we hated him, so it wasn't going good. So, but through that, we learned teamwork. You always have to work together no matter who you're working with. You can't just say, I don't like you, screw this, I'm gone. You have to work. You don't always get your way. Now, this was hard for me to learn at first because I was like, why don't we do this? And if someone shot me down, I would pretty much shut down for the day. I'd be like, no, you don't want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to you, this is stupid. And I didn't do anything. You can't play around because that's what I was doing in most of my classes when I didn't get my way. I would take a meter stick from there and I would start hitting people with it. But I put all that stuff together and we built that. And that was super impressive to me, and I'm pretty sure it's a big difference from that. The next person was my aquaponics kid. I was the salesperson, and it was really hard for me to learn at first to mesh with my group. I was like in between the middle of my group. Like I had two friends who were Kaylin and Bobby against Ethan and Josh. Now these two people, they clashed, and I was kind of friends with both of them, so I wanted to support both of them, but it wasn't going too well for me because I always supported one side, and then another point would be brought up on the other side. We'd get into this huge fight, and I remember coming to home every day angry because I didn't like my group, and that group didn't really like me. However, we put it together in aquaponics, which I forgot to show. Okay, sorry, back. Okay. I'm having technical difficulties. Okay, so MPX, salesperson, aquaponics. We had to, our builder wasn't really working, which was why we got into most of our fights. But in the end, he built something awesome, and I really liked it. Now, so I really like games, which I said earlier, and games really took over my life, and I really didn't care about anything except games. So I found out that I had to make games relate to school, and I did this by in games. I always found that I was making plans and a way to make it happen. Like I wanted to kill someone, I found a way to get to them, and I found a way to kill them. So I related that to school. I found a way, something I wanted to do, something I really had to do, pretty much, and I found a way to get there. Like, if I wanted to get all A's in a class, I would try and find a way to do all my work in that class and help myself to education. It was a hard process for me, but in the end, I related the game to school. And so, I don't have the slide for it because I forgot to make it, but anyway, MPX was a hard class for me, and I really understood the differences that I had to go through to make things happen. I'm now a more educated learner, and I like to work on my own or with groups. I can do either now because MPX taught me teamwork. I like to do stuff on my own now. For instance, I started writing 3 sales pitch for 3 products that our business is trying to make. One is the iPhone case, and I shouldn't really be going over this right now. But yeah, so I'm really trying to get things done on my own instead of everyone having to tell me what I have to do, and being myself. And yeah, gracias. Thank you.
How long was it?
I don't know.
6:38.
Okay. Thank
Can I
you.
go? I'm sorry, I left my phone in the library.
Oh.
Can I get it? Do you want to hear the funniest story?
Oh yeah.
Let's do questions first and then you can go. Okay. Questions.
How long are your game hours now?
What?
How long are your game hours now?
Same.
What? I thought you said.
I know, but I don't play it after school. I don't play it after school. As much. Okay, I don't think.
Have you shown have your grades improved?
No, not in Mr. Kaneko's class. But in Mr. Werber, I'm doing a lot better. But in Mr. Kaneko, I hope I can step it up in a week. Or 3 days.
Why?
Or 2 days.
Why are you getting the grade you're getting?
Mostly because I was falling behind my work, and I got stuck in a ditch, and I didn't get out of it. So I'm trying to dig my way out.
There's 2 more days left.
Yeah, 2 more days left. No, I have an
Oh,
F.
you don't have to share
I
that.
have a F minus. I'm a 0%.
You don't have to share that.
Yeah, alright. I'm not getting anything.
You made the comment about you learned that you have to work with people even though you don't want to work with them. What specific things helped you work with people you didn't like to work with?
Pretty much, when I found out that I had to work with that person, I was unhappy. But as it progressed, I saw that they were going through struggles too, and it was like kind of a guilt thing at first, and I kind of felt bad for them, so I wanted to kind of make friends with them. And once I did that, I was like, oh, you're pretty cool. That was good.
Good. The time to get to know them.
Oh, one more question.
Oh yeah, okay.
Questions are starting to border on negativity, so make sure they're geared toward a little more. Okay, go ahead.
Which class do you like better?
Wow, what a hard question.
I can answer honestly.
I don't know. It's hard because I like the portions. I like different portions of each. Say for Kaneko, I liked how we got to build stuff with our hands and we really got to experience like real life geometry. While in Warburger, we learned historical documents that could impact us in real life, and we learned how to speak it with Mr. Doyle. So I guess you could say I like Mr. Warburger's class more, but Mr. Kaneko's class was fun too.
Okay. Good job.
Any other questions? Yeah. Okay. Very good. Any last